Bhaktaya Namo Namo. Namo Vishnu Padaya Radhikaya Priyatmane. Sri Srimad Bhakti-Vedanta Narayana Namine. Sri Krishna Lila Katane Sudaksham Avarya Madhurya Gunayuktam Varam Varenyam Purusham Mahantam Narayanam Tam Sirasa Namami. Tridandinam Bhakta Shiromani Sri Krishna Pada Hridayika Chaitanya Leela Sarasaram Narayam Pasatam Prapadye Jaya Navadvipa Navapradipa Prabhava Pashandaga Jaika Simha Swanama Sankhya Japa Sutra Dhari Chaitanya Chandra Vanurari Ajanulambita Bhujau Kanakavadata Sankirtanaikapitaro Kamalayatakshav Vishwambarao Dvijavarao Ivadharmapalo Vande Jagat Priyakarao Karunavatarao Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Sri Gauranga Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Let me offer millions of essences of lotus feet of love Gurudev, Prana, Varga Nam, Satam Pramita, Dandavat, and offer millions of essences at the Navdeep Dham, and all the Navdeep Dham Vasis, Prodhamatala, Prodhamaya, Prodhamaya, and Buddha Shiva, Rishta Devata, Navdeep Dham, and all the residents and Gaura Mahaprabhus, devotees, Nitya Parikaras, Vansha Kalpataru Vyascha, Krupa Sindhudaya Vacha, Patitanam Pavan Vishnu. Also, Holy Ganga Yamuna there and Panchaveni, all the five. Jai Navadvipa Navapadi. So, we are starting Navdeep Dham Parikrama. Actually, very difficult, it's impossible to glorify. We can see later on description, this holy Dham. In the age of Kali, our Gurudev used to tell, Satyuga, Pushkar, age of Satyuga, right? Pushkar. Then in Dwapara Yuga, Triveni Sangam. And then in Treta Yuga, in Dwapara Yuga, it's Kurukshetra. And in this Kali Yuga, this is Navadip Dham. So the other dham, they lose their effect. Age of Kali. But Navadip Dham increases. You can see last 20 years, 20 plus years, what a change. There is more people the everything is increasing, So it's an amazing thing. One's own lifetime, you can see. Gaura and Sri Krishna, they are Abhinna Tattva. You can say, wait a minute, Krishna Tattva, we know Vrindavan is there, then what is the need of Navadip Dham? So that is the speciality of the Krishna and Gaura Mahaprabhu. There is no difference. This very sweet personality, Sri Krishna, it does like a human-like pastimes. Even his pastimes of Gopal, baby, amazing, so sweet, and appears like innocent. But like, even though he's Mugdata, Sarvajnata is also the same time. It doesn't have to worry about that. So, same Krishna is the Sakshat, no difference of Gaur Sundar in Audarya, meaning most munificent, most merciful. You cannot imagine the mercy of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Actually, we do not have, like, see, sometimes I can watch for myself, yesterday we encountered one place, very difficult person. He was drinking, I felt, wait a minute, he's a worker, with us, but he was demanding, and then I saw how we can elevate him. He does not listen or, but Gauranga Mahaprabhu, he delivered such a kind of people, You will see later on how Nityananda Prabhu crying out. Oh, how much, what are the things you are doing to be happy? See, this is the thing. He says, ಏನಪ್ಪ ಮುಗೀತಾ ನಾಳೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ನಾಳೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ನಾನು ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಸೊ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ why we do this parikrama also? See, this is the thing. See, he's saying Nityananda Prabhu, to obtain sukha, happiness, right? Happiness. This is our intention. Whatever we do is for happiness. So what is the sukha lagi sarva jiva nana yukte kare, tarka kare, yoga kare, samsara bhi kare. Meaning, I'll turn off this thing. In samsara, all the jivas, to obtain happiness, they are doing so many different kind of things, logic, ideas, then yoga, so many things. karma, all these things. To do happiness, to get happiness, is it not? Whatever we endeavor, material, anywhere, is for our happiness. So I can be happy. Our related to this body can be happy. See. So extended family, this is basically one's happiness, right? So to get happiness, some people give up samsara. They go to forest. Then to get happiness, one king wages a war with another king. One country waging a war with another, so that they can be happy. Then to get happiness, some people run behind ladies and also gold and wealth, thinking they can be happy with with ladies or with wealth. Then some people become architects, or they also study science. Why we are studying modern science, so that people will be happy. That's what they say, can be happy. Then some people looking for happiness, what happens at the end? They give up trailing happiness, because they cannot find. They're fed up with that, and they give education for tolerating the how to tolerate the dukkha, suffering. This end up now end up searching, going after happiness. I want to end my suffering. So some people, to obtain happiness, they drown in the ocean water and they give up their body. They commit suicide like that. So different kinds. You can think of Nityananda Prabhu is telling so many people are. But Nityananda Prabhu is telling to really, there is a way to get happiness. How is telling? Nityananda bole daki, dohata tulya. So Jeev karma jnana sankacharya. Nityananda Prabhu is telling, raising his both hands, he's telling, hey Jeev, all living entity, giving up all this, searching for happiness, just say, come near to me, come near to me, mere samip. Give up all this janjat, meaning so many difficulties you have gone through, you are not successful to be happy. So come near me, come near. So, and he's telling, to obtain that happiness, you are struggling so much. I will give you, without any struggle, without any difficulty, that happiness. And in exchange, I don't want anything. I don't seek anything. I don't need anything. But I will give you happiness. And he says, without any difficulty. And what kind of happiness he's talking? He's talking in this, to get this happiness, you don't need to do any hard work. There is no expense in this one. There is no need of struggling or any pain in this, So give up all kinds of thinking. Just take Gaura Nam and dance. It says, Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari, Gaura. And then he's telling, Je Sukha Mito Diba Tar Nai Sama, Sarvada Vimalananda Nai Tar Brahma. He says, what kind of thing I'm giving? He's saying, the happiness that I give you, you will not, there will not be equivalent to that. You will not find that kind of happiness anywhere. It's not possible, equivalent to that happiness. And always it will be Vimala Ananda, meaning very pure happiness. And in that there will not be any illusion. Okay. See, this material happiness, so-called Jadananda, there is an illusion. We think we are happy or giving happiness to others. Actually, it's an illusion. So, like this, Nityananda Prabhu is distributing even what is not available for Brahma or Shiva. Even then, they are Durbhaga, unfortunate person. Because of their fault in their karma, they don't want it, So one who even one time takes the name of Gaura Mahaprabhu, Sri Gauranga Nithai, when he utters his name, his Ananta Karma dosh, unlimited parts of karma will get destroyed. So then is Bhaktivinoda Thakur actually is telling you listen, you listen to another secret. All of you, this very top secret. What is that? In this age of Kali, for the living entities, the wealth of Gaura Leela is the most highest, glorious wealth, highest wealth, best wealth, what you can say, is Gaura Leela Rupi Dana. So, Gaura Hari in Vrindavan, in the form of Radha Krishna, he is doing his eternal pastime with the Sakhis. So, through Shastra, we understand the living entity, the Vrajalila Tattva, truth of Vrajalila. Then the eternal pastimes of Radha and Krishna, greatness. Krishna Nama, Krishna Dhama, Mahatma Apar, Shastrera Dwara Jane Sakala Samsara. So through Shastra we understand the greatness of Krishna Nam and Krishna Dham is unlimited. So even then, for everyone, they cannot obtain Krishna Prem. What is the reason? So we have to consider, we have to think in our heart, why not possible? So there is one very hidden truth in it. This Maya Mudda, meaning the living entities were overcome by Maya, dominated by Maya. So they cannot think like that. So, Bahu Janma Krishna Bhaje Prem Nai Hai Aparad Punjatar. Achaye Nishchay, for sure. You say. For a long, long life, many lifetime, even though we are doing Krishna bhajan and we are not developing prem, love for him, then it is guaranteed that that person has done a lot of aparadhas, offenses. So, aparadha shunya, haye laya Krishna na, tabe jiva Krishna prem lave, aviram. If jiva, living entity, without any aparadha shunya, Krishna Nam, if we take Krishna Nam, then without any difficulty get Krishna Prem. But then there'll be a question, wait a minute, I've done so many aparadhas. I'm a living example. Every second I'm doing so many aparadhas. Is there any chance for me to obtain Krishna Prem? You say, with aparadha, there is no chance. How much is struggle? But at least the question comes, is it ever possible? Is there any way, even though most offensive, storehouse of all offenses, if you are doing only that, only offense, then what is the future, or what we can expect such a person like us? So that's why he says, Sri Chaitanya Avatare Bada Vilakshan Aparadha Satve Jivalave Premadhan. Chaitanya Avatare Bada Vilakshan. Very amazing, very special quality in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Leela. He has a one quality. What is that? Even though there is offenses, he can still obtain Premadan, he can obtain love of God. Nitai Chaitanya Boli Jai Jiva Dake Suimala Krishna Prem Anveshaye Take. So it says, that Jiva, that living entity, it says, Hi Nithai, Hi Chaitanya. Then that's it, Suvimala, Krishna Prem. Suvimala, Krishna Prem, it will come to, to that person, looking behind him. What an amazing thing. So I was wondering, what so fortunate we are. There is a hope. We are not rejected at any stage. So hope. Even if offenses, such a person, even the offenses cannot do any, it cannot come in the way. Nirmala Krishna Prem will get a very pure, most pure Krishna Prem, and then starts tears flowing in the eyes. Then in a very short time, the aparadhas, offenses will go run away. The heart becomes pure. Then the prema increases. So in the age of Kali, the offenses for living entity is uncountable offenses. And they're also very big, very bhishana, they are not small offenses, very big. So without Gaura, there is no elevation for that, for them. That's why Shastra, scripture, repeatedly on the top of their voice, other than Gaura now, in this age of Kali, to elevate the conditioned soul. There is no other way, there is no other. That's why Gauranga Mahaprabhu appeared in Navadip Dham. That's why Navadip Dham is the Mukutamani, meaning crown of all the tirthas. Other tirthas, in other tirthas, if we do offenses, we have to suffer for that. It will be given in a punishment. But in Navadip, that they go away, far away. Tara Sakshi Jagai Madai Dui Bai Aparada Kari Paila Chaitanya. For this, the evidence is Jagai and Madai, the two brothers. Even though they were doing so many aparadhas, offenses, then they obtained Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's and Nityananda Prabhu's mercy. So, later on we will see how in Antardip tomorrow, more about them, So, the other tirthas, what is we can forget about that, So, even in Rajadam, for the offensive person, offensive, demons, there is a punishment. But in Navadvip, even unknowingly, if you do so many aparadhas, even unknowingly, with the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu, we can, without difficulty, we can get elevated. That's why so such a Navadip Dham, one who in a governmental, one who comes there, all the rishis. That's why governmental, they consider it Dhanya, one who comes there is very, very fortunate. So even if you can, now the question might come, you might have, wait a minute, how come I cannot go there? Will I be counted as also fortunate? Yes, by hearing is also, we will see later, later on. So, Navadip Dham, such a Navadip Dham, one who lives there is very, very fortunate. And he obtains Krishna Prem. One, what is the fruit of going there, whoever Navadip Dham, goes there, you become free from all offenses, all kinds of offenses. And it also says the greatness of Navadip Dham. What is it? It says, suppose you are going to all the tirthas, holy places, right? You know, doing parikrama and all tirthas, and whatever fruit that you obtain, all the tirthas, okay? There's so many, you know, uh, everywhere, and whatever you can, you have gone there. Then the fruit that you get there, you might be visiting so many dhams, right? Pushkar, example, right? Satyuga. Then Treta, the Triveni Sangam. Dwapara, the Kurukshetra, all these, so many of them. But if you remember Navadip Dham, you obtain like as if you have gone to all the Tirtha stars. Like that, all the Shastra is done. Now, to remember Navadip Dham, right? You don't have to come to Navadip Dham, right? You can remember. So, but on the other hand, come to Navadip Dham and then you see, this is the thing we have to learn, what is seeing, what is darshan, right? One second, what is darshan? What is we see, what we presented to us. Is it through our eyes or is it through the ears? This is the question. So, actually, we should learn how to see through ear. That's the best way of seeing. Like one time, devotees were going. Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami, who happened to live more than 100 years, very elderly Vaishnava. And he could not keep up, so he used to be behind the parikrama. So he saw people, devotees coming there, and the local people, what they are doing is passing urines to near the gut, gut in, where the holy gut, right? Can be Ganga, Panchavini, all that. So people used to say, discussing among them what is this. So I used to feel very bad about it. These people coming here, have they come to take the darshan of the holy dham or taking the darshan of the stool and urine? This was his question. They should, under a anugatya of a pure devotee, they should go around. Otherwise, there's not much help. So, and hearing, we can see through hearing. That's why Gurudev insists wherever you go, any pastime place, you hear. Bhakti-Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur went all the places. Then he said, I went there, but I did not meet even a single pure Vaishnava. It was so lamenting. That's why he said, he started parikrama. Thousands of people, Bhakti-Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Now the Dham parikrama, Jagannath Puri Dham, Vrindavan parikrama. And also South India tour, so many things. North India too. So we started that parikrama. So we should hear through the ear. Then if you happen to go there, then your vision will be different. Then you know what to expect. See, you might say, wait a minute. Actually, Jiva Goswami at the end, we'll see at the end. He asked this question to Nityananda Prabhu. Oh, it seems like these people are living in the Dham, but they are, looks like they are so bad, this and that. How do we reconcile? You know, Chinmaya, we saw, greatness, Chinmaya. But how do we reconcile? So, these are questions we'll see later. So such a person, those people who take darshan of Navadip Dham, for them, life after life, life after life later. Krishna Prem, they obtain the wealth of Krishna Prem. So, suppose you go to Navadip Dham. For the sake of karma or with intelligence, other than to obtain great, success in that. So even such a people, they cannot, they don't have to take birth again. That is the thing, the greatness of. Now, one second. Hare Krishna, ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಆಯ್ತಾಯ್ತು, ನಾನು ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಬನ್ನಿ. So, and then you look at this, you cannot estimate, when you do parikrama, Navadip Dham parikrama, every step you are doing parikrama, right? Then what is that? You get Koti Ashwamedha Phala. Koti meaning 10 million, right? 10 million Ashwamedha Phala. 10 million, can we do even one? Forget it. So, like that, all the Shastras is telling. Why? So, in Navadip Dham, sitting there, if he does japa there, then that mantra, Sakshat Murti, taking up the deity form, the actual form of mantra, and it will appear in your front, then very easily you will cross over this ocean of birth and death. So, in other tirthas, other holy places, yogi who takes 10 years to obtain some fruit, then in Navadvipa, if he stays for 3 days, 3 nights, then you get the same fruit. So it takes 10 years. Other places it takes only 3 days. So, then in other tirthas, some people do Brahma Jnana, right? to obtain the jnanis, Brahma Jnana. No. They go through so much difficulty. So through which they obtain liberation. That they can obtain easily without so much very difficult sadhana, austerities, practice. Just by taking bath in Ganga, Bhagirathi. So, Salokya Sarupya Srasti Samipya Nirvana. Now the Mumuksa. Like there is, of course, Vaishnavas are not interested. We are devotees, not interested. This four, living on the same transcendental plane of the Lord, same form, same nearby also. So in Navadvipa, without any jnana, with those austerities and so much difficulty, we can obtain it. So in Navadvipa, the pure devotees, at the lotus feet of the pure devotees, always bhukti mukti, meaning all kinds of enjoyments and then liberation at his lotus feet. Hey, give me a chance, give me a chance. But the pure devotee says, you go, don't disturb, So we kick them away. Go away forever. Even then, they don't want to give up the lotus feet. So if you for 100 years, if you do austerities, can we do 100 years austerities? Not even 1 second, 1 minute, right? One day maybe. In Ayodhya, right? Mathura, Mayapuri, Haridwara, Kashi, Kanchi, Avanti, Ujjain, and Dwarka. There are the 7 places. Sapta Tirtha, they are famous. Ayodhya, Mathura, Haridwar, Kashi, Kanchi. Kanchi is in South India. Avanti, that's where Krishna did his Gurukula. Ujjain, and Dwarka. So, 100 years, you live in these places for 100 years, okay, and you do austerities. The fruit that you're going to get, oh brother, oh sister, if this same thing you can get staying in Navadvip one night, 100 years, austerity in the 7 place, one night in Navadvip. Bah, what a thing. So that's why this Navadvip Dham is the essence of all the Dhamas, all the holy places. So in the age of Kali, this living entity taking shelter of this Dham can, without any effort, he can cross over this samsara. See, samsara, try to understand. We have heard, right? Punishment. Samsara is a punishment. For what? We are trying to use things that are meant for Krishna's service. Then we are put into samsara. Like a punishment, danda. Usurping the what is meant for Krishna, Actually, that shows we are not the enjoyers. We have to be enjoyed. We have to serve, at any stage, at any time and all, So But when we have this enjoying tendency or this and that, then punishment. How he will do punishment, Lord? He puts us into samsara. In the beginning, it looks like very sweet. Wow, there is that. But it will turn into nightmare. Okay, if you're not careful. Nightmare, and then our Gurudev used to say, well, not the ordinary poison, ocean of poison. He used to say ocean of poison and forest fire, This are not ordinary forest fire. This fire he can extinguish. But this fire will continue for many lifetimes, okay? It will start burning, this samsara. That's why one has to be very, very careful before getting into samsara. In the beginning, it seems like, oh, very sweet, this and that. Always, it's like a trap. See, if you want to trap something, you always show some sweet, right? To catch elephant, what they have to do? They show a picture of sea elephant, and it draws and then falls into the pit. And even fish, they give you some bite. So material world is also like that. It's providing all these bites to catch. So you have to be careful. Otherwise, it will be very, very painful. Burn. So so for the age, for the people, living entities, how to pass over the samsara, pass over the samsara. Only thing is taking shelter of Navadvip, because it's the essence of all holy dham. Actually, all dham comes and stay there, including Vrindavan dham in Navadvip. So there is a called Taraka and Paraka, meaning, see, in this material world, Bhavasagara, how to cross over this ocean of material. That is Taraka. Paraka meaning that knowledge which can fulfill all the desires of the person. Paraka. Taraka, Paraka. So these two, education, Taraka, Paraka, they both of them serve in Navadvip Dham. So that's why if you touch Navadvip Dham, or you hear, serving wherever you are, serving them, then these two vidyas, they bless you. So Bhakti-Vinod Thakur is telling, Nitai Jannava Pada Chaya Jar Asha. Say Bhakti-Vinod Gai Paya Ullar. Sri Nityananda Prabhu also Jannava Devi, obtaining very, very cooling their lotus feet. To obtain that, the shadow, the mercy of the lotus feet of Jannava Devi and Nityananda Prabhu. Very cooling. With that desire, Bhakti-Vinod Thakur, it with extreme happiness, with extreme enthusiasm. He is glorifying the Navadvip Dham. So, Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki jai, Navadvip Dham ki jai. So, we see the unlimited glories of Navadvip. Jaya Jaya Navadvipa Chandra Sachi Sutta. Jaya Jaya Nityananda Raya Avaduta. Jaya Jaya Sri Advaita Prabhu Mahashaya Gadadhar Srivas Pandit Jaya Jaya. Jaya Navadvip Dham Sarva Dham Navadvip Vasi Gaura Purnima. So like that Bhaktivinoda Thakur prays to the Navadvip Dham, the residents, Panchatattvas. And the inspiration you obtained is this we should know, because our Gurudev, Param Gurudev, if you want to know, you should know how Bhaktivinoda Thakur brought it out. See, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he appeared in Veeragram, near Navadvip. So, and also before that, our Gurudev is telling, before we do parikrama, start parikrama. Of course, we are away from Navadvip Dham, but by hearing, we are not far away from them. Actually, we are in Dham. If we hear about Dham, we are in Dham, touch with Dham. That is the glory. That is the glory of Dham. So manifests wherever it is being glorified. If you hear that, there Dham. So now what I was going to say is, before we do, we have to be careful with one thing. This aparada, there are many aparadas, right? Nama aparada, seva aparada, dham aparada, dham aparada. See, even though the dham, the holy place, is so bestowing so many things, but if we do offend that dham, then we think dham will be very merciful. See, not. We look at we do not look at its past, but we have to be careful. So what are those things? Our Gurudev lists 10 of them. We should know this and we should avoid. The 10 Dhamma Aparadas. What is that? Sri Dham Pradash, the Guru and Sadhu ki avajna. You should not disobey. The Guru giving you revealing the Dham, who is taking you around Dham, and the Vaishnavas, Sadhu is taking around you, talking you and all that. You should not disobey them, because he is glorifying, with so much faith and honor and understanding. So the Dham will not be happy if you offend them. Then thinking that Dham is temporary, it is not eternal, it is nothing. It is eternal. The age of Kali, it is becoming more prominent, but it doesn't mean that it is not. It is always there. It will be there. It was there. It will be there. It is there. Then to do any himsa, meaning to inflict pain or anything on the the Dhamvasis. And then also people will come for doing parikrama. We should not harm them. And then we should not think they belong to lower caste. Oh, I'm upper, they are lower, not like that. We should not distinguish them. Oh, poor or rich or this and that. They are glorious. Anyone who coming for parikrama or hearing about it, equally glorious. So we should not harm anyone, and then consider them this caste, that caste, like. Then living there in the holy place, we should not engage in doing samsaric vishay karya, related to one's samsara, in holy dham. Then in the telling, oh, I'm doing service to the holy dham, some pretext, right? We should do business. Suppose if you do business and then try to get money on the pretext that you are doing service to the holy dham, should not do. And then we should not think that holy dham is, oh, it's just like that like this, like that. Oh, like another holy dham or like that. And also trying to measure them. Holy dham is actually that is mundane mentality. You say, oh, Navadip Dham is, oh, not so and so, this, that, like that. It's unique. You cannot glorify. Properly, we cannot glorify. So, we should abstain from that. Then, staying in the dham, holy places, and doing sinful activities. Then also see the difference. Oh, now the dham is different from Vrindavan dham, like that. Then also criticizing the holy scriptures that describe the greatness of dham, the tirthas. So we should not do that. Then without having faith in the dham, Mahatma, the greatness of holy dham, holy tirthas, and coming up with so many speculations, or considering them, oh, they are all created, or like that, that's also aparadha. So these 10 things we should avoid. The thing is, dham is chinmaya, okay, is transcendental, okay, and beyond logic, our mind cannot comprehend. So there will be tendency. But that's why you should give up that and then accept that Lord is saying, Lord is Gaurari, 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 Gaurari. Become oblivious to all around us, anything. Okay? Gaura, Gaura. Gaura बोलिया जाओ का जीवन कितना चाहिए गौरा विहने नावंची परणे गौरा करे ची सारा गौरा Gaur, Gaur, Gadara, Gaur, Gadara, Gaur, Gadara, Gaur, Gadara, Gaur, Tiger, 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 Gaur, 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 Gaura, Gaur, Gaura, Vedera, Sara, Gaura, Nayanera, Sara, Gaura, Galara, Hara, Gaura, Karibena, Par, Gaura, Gaur, 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 like that, all the time, and immersed in Gaur Nam, So then, the Dham reveals, what we can see our mundane eyes. Hardly anything, So, then what? So, when Bhaktivinoda Thakur, that's why Gaura Shakti Swarupa. Namo Bhaktivinodaya. Chidanandana. Gaura Shakti Swarupa. Gaura Shakti Swarupa. Personification of Gaura Shakti. Otherwise, impossible what he has done. Impossible. See, in the very early itself, life itself, it was very religious. Then, from the very small Bible, he was showing his capability. Extraordinary. So then, after his education, he became a deputy magistrate. At that time, it's very everyone would have respected. Deputy magistrate is not a small position, in the government, that to British government. No Indian will be appointed for that post like that. He was very special, and he was appointed in Jagannath Puri. So Jagannath Seva was going on very nicely under his leadership. He's in charge. Then what happened was there was a Vishwaksena, a yogi. Yogi was producing fire from his head, and Britishers were all scared. Everybody was scared, and he was claiming that I'm Jagannath. I'm Krishna. So, and then he also declared, on certain day we will have a Ras Leela. So he declared certain Purnima, full night. Moonlight. Then the ladies around villages nearby, they were also trying, because he's trying to attract and glory, thinking I'm Krishna. I will do Ras Leela. They all come and join. So when he heard this, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and the British government said he should handle this case. So he went there and he could not tolerate. How can you say you are Jagannath? See? Very offensive. So, but this yogi tried to react, Bhaktivinoda Thakur for a while became sick. But he recovered and then he imprisoned him. And later on, that yogi left his body in prison. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur was very. Then wherever he went, he was preaching Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's dharma. Whatever Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught and then practiced. So when he get a time from his work, he said, "I will go to Vrindavan. I will do bhajan." He wanted to go. So he started going there. But when he came on the border of Bengal, there is a place called Tarakeshwara, Lord Shiva's place, Tarakeshwara. So there he was staying and he got a dream. Mahadev came in his dream and then gave him instruction. Oh, you want to go to Vrindavan now? But here there are so many things needs to be done, to be carried out by you. Till now, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance place is not known. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Yoga Pita is not yet revealed. You have to make it revealed. Then all the 9 Deepas are Navadipa. The greatness of Navadip Dham. You have to bring out. So then this is the instruction of Mahadev. So from Tarakeshwar he came back. If you have not come back, we will not be talking here. That is mercy. So he came back. Then in the boardroom, in the boardroom Deepa, he started a kunja. Then he started doing his bhajan. You may ask, wonder why not choose any other Deepa? He chose boardroom Deepa because it is Kirtanakya place. See, in 9 islands of Navadvipa are the sitting place of these Navvidha Bhakti, Shravana, Kirtana. So he wanted to establish that Kirtan is just way. Only through Kirtan anything can be accomplished. Even Shravana, it happens. Smarana, it happens by Kirtan. Both will happen. So he came back and started doing his bhajan. Then by that power, he brought out now understood where the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's birthplace is. He brought it out. Then to give evidence for that through a Vaishnava, he understands this. But if a greatest Vaishnava of that time, if he comes and gives evidence, feels that yes, sir, this is the place, there will be nothing like that. So he went to Vrindavan, brought Jagannath Das Babaji, Vaishnava Sarvabhauma. At that time was a Vaishnava Sarvabhauma. Sarvabhauma meaning is like the highest worshipable Vaishnava among Vrindavan, in Navadip Dham, and then also Jagannath Puri. Jagannath Puri. He was almost 140 years. Eyes were always closed. To open his eyes, eyelids has to be brought out like this, physically, and he was carried on a basket. So he came, he requested Bhaktivinoda Thakur, please come and verify, So when he was brought to that Yoga Pita, Sachinandan's birthplace, so this Babaji, Jagannath Das Babaji, he jumped up, 140 years old, can you imagine? 8-10 feet high in the sky. This is my Aradhyatama, most worshipable Sachinandan Gaura Hari's place of birth. I was so happy, so happy. So, like that, beyond any doubt in anybody's mind, being certified by him. So, then also, he preached everywhere. And then another greatest thing he did was bring out Bhakti-Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur into this world. He invited, he prayed, and Lord empowered and then brought Bhakti-Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So all glory is to Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Then all the Navdeep Dham Parikrama, Navdeep Dham Mahatma, greatness of Navdeep Dham. And so he is an empowered person. That's why he is directly telling. See, I was given instructions to please bring out the glories of this Holy Dham. See, you can see who is telling. Lord Shiva, requesting Bhaktivinoda Thakur that we have to do this. Become an instrument. So, and then Srila Bhakti-Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he understood the design of Bhaktivinoda Thakur and then the parampara. Bhakti-Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur also we cannot glorify. Is a personification of all Vaishnava Siddhanta, all the four Acharyas, Vaishnava Acharya. Amazing person. So we are very happy to then Bhakti-Siddhanta Saraswati, he spread all around the world. So actually, if you look around, Bhakti-Siddhanta, of course, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, nobody knew who he was, this and that. It was completely covered by Maya, because it was not his design. Then after he disappeared, the Ganga gradually, took over. Now the Mayapur. So Mayapur kind of almost disappeared. So that's why they came to Kulinagram, this side. They crossed western side, Ganga. So later on, Lord actually inspired that now after I disappeared, while he was the Mahamaya covered, anyone's other than devotees, who he was. In Shastras, here and there it is there. But it will not revealing. See, even though we read the Shastra, this and that, unless Mahamaya, Yogamaya, Yogamaya in this case, reveals us. through the Adhishtatri Devata, or reveals. We cannot be understand. So it takes two things. It is not that independent. Oh, I have the scripture, I can understand. No, sir. you know, you have to have the scripture itself. Ramaya, bestow His mercy, reveal. Then only we can understand. So it is not mundane thing. So then Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying the devotees actually ordered him to reveal this Dham, Navadip Dham. So by the mercy of the devotees who understood the desire of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, ordered him. That's why I'm glorifying Navadip Dham. By, he says, Nityananda Sri Janava Adesh Paya Varni Lama Navadipa Atidina, becoming lower and feeling insignificant, powerless. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, by the instruction of Nityananda Prabhu and Jannava Devi, is describing the glories of Navadip Dham. So by that feeling, we become the recipient of Nityananda Jannava Devi's mercy. If we are filled up with our false ego, what he can feel, right? So completely empty, feeling low and fit for nothing. Bhaktivinoda Thakur. See, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, you can imagine this. I cannot comprehend. I'll tell you why. Because you can imagine the time he appeared. No electricity, no air travel, this and that. Very difficult. And then publishing books, 100 books. And so much time consuming. The alignment of the word, that putting each word, blah, blah, blah. Not just what about writing, not that there was pen, like this nowadays, So, but still, he brought out so many, more than 100 books. Bhakti Tattva Vivek, and then instruction of Mahaprabhu, Mahaprabhu's Shiksha, teachings of Mahaprabhu. Then Shikshamrita, Chaitanya Shikshamrita, Jaiva Dharma, Bhajan Rahasya, Navadip Dham, Navadip Bhavataranga, Saranagati, Kalyana Kalpataru, Gitavadi, Yamuna Bhavavadi, Vaishnava Siddhantamala, Navadip Dham Mahatma, Bhagavatarka Marichi Mala, Amneya Sutra, Krishna Samhita, Datta Kaustuba, Prem Pradeep, Harinam Chintamani, Tattva Sutra, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Amrita Pravaha, Bhashya. So, so many, you want to be, you want to count these, it is so much. What to speak of writing them, bringing out, but in those very difficult times. That's why it's our way of obeisances. Again and again and again and again and again and again. lotus feet of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Bhakti-Siddhanta Saraswati, Bhakti Prajnan Keshav Goswami, Bhakti-Vidanta Dandi Maharaj. So, that's all we can say. So, we will continue. Yeah, class over. So, we will continue tomorrow. So today is the Sankalpa. So consider yourself standing at the Ganga, now the our Gurudev's place, right? And then paying obeisances to the Ganga Mata, our Gurudev Samadhi, Navadip Dham, Ganga, and then begging her mercy. Oh, we want to do this parikrama wherever we are situated in foreign countries. And please bestow your mercy, special mercy, because we are not able to come and join you down. So give us blessing. So give us understanding that we will not do this Dhamma Apradhas. Bestow us Krishna Prem, Gaura Prem, and reveal us, the form of Navadip Dham. Don't cheat me, So, and give me strength to go through this for 1 week. And as much as possible, glorifying nowadays. So, like that, we take and then do puja, in our mind, flowers and Ganga, take obeisances. Jai Jai Ganga Mata ki Jai, Navadip Dham ki Jai, Navadip Dham. Ganga in Navadip Dham is a different Ganga than anywhere. Very special. So then pay obeisances to all Vaishnavas and then Dham and Guru Varga. By their mercy, especially Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Bhakti-Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Bhakti Prajnan Keshav Goswami Maharaj were all stalwart who started this parikrama. And then Mahadev, right? Vruddha Mahadev, and then Yogamai, Prodama, Prodakala, Prodama, Yogamai, Sachimata, Jagannath Mishra, Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Acharya, Haridas Thakur, Srivas Thakur, all the eternal associates of Gaura Mahaprabhu, we beg at their lotus feet, bless their mercy. And Jiva Goswami, Ishan Thakur, Srinivas Acharya, Narottam Thakur. So we pray at their lotus feet for their mercy and blessing. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai Navadip Dham Parikrama ki jai. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Any questions?